Hi, welcome to Things Above Podcast. This is the place where things only go up from here. I'm your host, Taylar Jacque, and thank you for joining me for another episode. If this is your first time, I want to say welcome. I encourage you to start from episode 1 and work your way up, because after each episode, I want you to feel like you're going higher and higher. And we're all the way up in the sky. You will need a parachute to come down. So catch up with us, because we finally made it to episode 22. I love the number 22. My birthday is on July 22nd. So can you see the connection? Anyways, without further ado, let's just get into this message. So today's message is about even when you can't see it. There are so many things that we have hoped for, so many things that God has promised us. But sometimes I can admit for myself, it's hard to believe because I can't see the promise. And it's a little discouraging when you see the opposite. You see chaos, you see confusion. You're dealing with spiritual warfare. But this is one of many things we have to understand about God. He is not a genie, so he will not make things happen when we want them to happen, but rather he will make things happen in its perfect timing. So you're waiting for a breakthrough, and you know you heard God correctly concerning this breakthrough. And you can feel that it is so close that you become anxious. But that's a lot of our issues. We are anxious about what's to come rather than having the correct heart posture of waiting. In these seasons of waiting, first we have to have faith. Faith that God did not lie to us with the things that he has told us concerning our breakthroughs and our promises. Next, in seasons of wait, you need to consult God and ask him, where should my focus be centered? Should it be centered on spending more time with you in the secret place? Should I be fasting? Should I be praying? Should I be laboring for the kingdom? Lord, what should I be doing? Because if you didn't know, God's timing is not our timing. Something that you think might come next week can come 4 years from now. And if you're anxiously waiting or you're impatient, things can slow down and become stagnant, because all your focus will be centered on is what God is about to do. And just because the promise seems like it's far off or it's hard to see, it doesn't mean that it's not there. Our God works things in the spiritual, and then it becomes tangible in the physical. Also, while you wait, God is working on your heart in the process. Because y'all know, if we got things when we wanted them, sometimes it can cause us to screw things up in our lives. It can screw up our path. Some blessings we are not equipped to handle at the time we think we should get them. And God will not give you anything to ruin you, but he's going to give you things that will advance you. I encourage you not to fall into the trap of the enemy, because one of his biggest missions is to discredit God and all his goodness. God is not man, and he does not lie. If he said he will do it, trust that it will come to pass in its correct timing. And timing is everything. God can see the beginning to the end. He can see what will work out in your favor and what is not beneficial to your life. And the things that God does for us and the ways that he makes for us is an extension of his love. It's an illustration of the things in his heart for you and for me. So the idea at this point should not be, what can I get from God? But it's, how can I know more of God to experience his heart for me? God will take you to some amazing places when you experience his love, because there are so many levels to him that you will never reach the top level of God. It's so many layers to him. And each time you find out something new. So if you're in this time of waiting for something to come to pass that God has promised you, I encourage you to turn your focus to God and His will for your life. Not only will it pass the time of transitioning into your promise, but you will be fulfilled in knowing God on a deeper level. Thereby you gain relationship, you gain patience, you gain fulfillment, and you're not making an idol of your heart's desires. Before we conclude today's episode, our Bible scripture of focus is Hebrews 11:1, and it states, "Faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see." So as you see, all you need is God and faith in God to get you through these moments of anxiousness, especially when you cannot see the promise. So if you enjoyed today's episode and you want more encouragement, I encourage you to follow me on TikTok at Taylar Jacque, red heart emoji, on YouTube at Things Above Podcast with Taylar Jacque, and on Instagram at TayJacque22. And I just set up an email address. If any of you ever want to reach out or talk to me, it's thingsabove Taylar Jacque, all lowercase, at gmail.com. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. This is Things Above Podcast, the place where things only go up from here. I'm your host, Taylar Jacque. Until next time.